Welcome to East Coweta High School and our senior parent night for the graduating class of 2020. Senior year is completely overwhelming. We totally understand that. So take a deep breath because we're here to help. Tonight we're going to walk you through a lot of information, and we know that it's not stuff you're going to be able to remember easily. So we're also going to show you where you can find that information throughout the school year, the new counseling department website. You can see a link right here that is on the very front of East Coweta's homepage. Here you can see that the counseling department website has a link at the top specifically for seniors for the class of 2020. All senior information will be posted here, including all of the information that we're giving you tonight and a link to be able to watch this voiceover PowerPoint. These are the things that we're going to be covering tonight: senior meetings with counselors, creating a Georgia Futures account, college visits and college fairs, applying to college, sending transcripts, selecting the right admissions test, Hope Scholarship, Hope Grant, scholarships, letters of recommendation, and staying connected with all of the information that will be coming your way all school year. On August 26th, counselors started meeting individually with every one of our seniors. If your student is never on East Coweta's campus, please have them email their counselor to set up a meeting time. This is the information that will be discussed during senior meetings: a graduation plan check sheet and an unofficial transcript, reviewing graduation requirements, verifying the spelling of their name for their diploma and their social security number for transcripts and for Hope, their current East Coweta GPA and their current Hope GPA, Hope Rigor courses, their post-graduation plans, and then any questions that student has. You can expect your student to come home with their graduation plan check sheet and their transcript. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact the counselor. So what is Georgia Futures and why does my student need an account? Georgia Futures is a website that was created by the Georgia Department of Education. Through that website, you can explore careers, you can explore colleges, you can see your Hope GPA as well as a breakdown of how it's been calculated. You can apply to Georgia colleges. You can send your transcripts electronically to Georgia colleges. There's links to financial aid, and there's free scholarship search engines to search for both national and regional scholarships. Figuring out which college is a good fit is definitely an overwhelming task. There's multiple ways to visit colleges. First of all, you can schedule a tour of the physical campus through any college's website. Go under the admissions tab, or you can type into the search bar, visit. You can also attend a college fair, such as the one we are offering tonight in the gym. There will also be a college fair at CEC on November 5th at 6 p.m. Students can speak with an admissions counselor during their lunchroom visits, or students can meet with college admissions counselors on campus in a small group setting. Here you can see the tab where a student can sign up for that college information session on the seniors page of the counseling department website. When you click on that image, it'll take you to a Google form where students can sign up for upcoming college visits. Here you can see the current drop-down menu for college visits that are already scheduled on campus. Applying to college is another overwhelming task of senior year. Before you apply, we suggest that you create a Georgia Futures account, that you sit down and gather all of your information in one place, such as your academic information, personal information, social security number, extracurricular activities, leadership experience, your transcript. If you already have it all together, it's much easier to fill out an application without worrying that you're forgetting about something. Make sure you register for the appropriate admissions tests for the colleges that you're applying to, and check application deadlines. All colleges have their own deadlines. When you apply, make sure you read the directions. Do not assume that you know what they want, because each college has its own requirements. They're going to let you know exactly what it is that they require and how they want you to submit those requirements. Most colleges require an application fee, admission test scores that are submitted directly from the testing organization, transcripts submitted directly from the high school, and then some colleges require recommendation letters. Transcripts contain highly confidential information, which is why we are very particular about sending transcripts. Not only do they include final grades and GPA, they include the student's full name, address, phone number, date of birth, and social security number. So we are very particular about them. There's a link on the counseling department website to request a transcript. It'll take you to a Google form like what you see right here, where you will choose what type of transcript you're asking for. You must use your Coweta account to access this form. An unofficial transcript is just one for your own personal use, and it will not have your social security number on it. An official transcript is a transcript that we sign and seal. If you are applying to an out-of-state school, you will then need to pick it up and mail it to the college. Electronic transcripts can be sent to colleges in the state of Georgia through Georgia Futures. You will identify on the form which college you want us to send a transcript to, including the NCAA. Some colleges do use their own methods, such as Common Application or Send.edu, which are both secure ways for us to send transcripts. It's very important for you to read the application directions so you know how the college wants you to send them your transcript. On the Counseling Department website, you can find testing dates, links to register, and even test prep information. You can see here on the top right under More is a drop-down menu, and then you click on Testing Information. So what test is your student supposed to take? Make sure you are looking on the college websites of the schools that your student is applying to make sure that you're taking the right test. Most four-year colleges are going to require either the ACT or the SAT, and they will compare them if you take both and take the higher of the scores. Most technical schools are going to require the Accuplacer, and then the military requires the ASVAB. It's very important you read admissions requirements for each school you're applying to make sure you are signing up for the appropriate test. The Hope Scholarship covers roughly 85% of tuition to a public college or university inside the state of Georgia, or a set amount to private school in the state of Georgia. The requirements to earn the Hope Scholarship are a 3.0 academic GPA. That means they're only considering English, math, science, social studies, and foreign languages. And it also requires a minimum of 4 rigor courses. During senior meetings, counselors will be going over rigor courses and discussing if a student needs to take another one next semester to meet those requirements. The Zell Miller Scholarship covers 100% of tuition to a public Georgia college and university, and also has a set amount awarded to private schools inside the state of Georgia. The requirements to earn Zell Miller is a 3.7 academic GPA, also 4 rigor courses, and you have to qualify with an ACT or SAT score of either a 26 on the ACT or a 1200 on the SAT, both of which have to be in the same test setting. The Hope Grant is awarded to any student attending a technical certification or diploma program in the state of Georgia. And the requirement is a high school diploma from a Georgia high school. It covers 100% of tuition to those technical programs. For more information, you can see Georgia Futures, or Ben Meadows from Georgia Student Finance Commission will be at the CEC on October 3rd from 6 to 8 for an information session. So how do you find Current Hope GPA? You can actually find it through Infinite Campus Portal. Here you can see, drop down on the left, the GPA tab. Click on that and you can see the Hope GPA. Counselors will also be giving seniors a copy of their Hope calculation breakdown during their senior meeting, and you also have access to that through their Georgia Futures account. Scholarships. The biggest scholarship dollar amounts come from the colleges themselves. So it's very important that when you're looking at colleges and you're filling out applications, you check the financial aid page of that college to see if there are any scholarships that you qualify for. Some colleges will automatically put your application in for those scholarships that you qualify for, whereas others will require you to fill out an additional application. It's very important that you read through that and see what you need to do extra to apply for any possible scholarships. Some of those deadlines start as early as November 1st, so now is definitely the time to be looking at that to make sure you don't miss any deadlines. There's also scholarship search engines that are great tools for searching for scholarships that you might qualify for. Several of those are posted on our website. Scholarships, like colleges, all have their own requirements and their own deadlines. As the school year progresses, more and more scholarships will become available and will be posted to our website. Just like college applications, it's really important that you read the directions and really pay attention to exactly what they are asking for in their application. Local scholarships are scholarships that are specifically for Coweta County students or even for East Coweta High School students. Those applications will start to be available around December, and deadlines for those run from January through March. Here you can see the link on the Counseling Department website for how to get to scholarship applications. The Counseling Department posts scholarships as we become aware of them. At this time of year, it's a good idea to check that every 2 weeks. And then in the spring, as more and more are getting posted, check it at least once a week. Some colleges and some scholarship applications require a letter of recommendation. Here are some tips. If a letter of recommendation is not asked for, don't submit one, because it won't be read or considered. Give exactly what the application requires. For example, if it specifies a teacher, ask a teacher. If it specifies 2 letters of recommendation, give 2. If there's a specific form to be filled out, give that form to the person that you're asking with instructions of what is expected from the application. If an online application asks you to enter an email address for a teacher or a counselor, reach out to that person and ask if he or she will complete an online recommendation for you. Give the person you're asking at least 2 weeks before the deadline, and give the person you're asking a resume that tells more about you, your plans, and your extracurricular activities. This is in reference also to our suggestion that before you sit down and do a college application, you have all of that information gathered together in one place. When it comes to letters of recommendation, don't assume that someone knows everything about you. Letters of recommendation can get kind of general and boring after you've written dozens of them. None of the teachers or counselors want to write generic, boring letters of recommendation. So the more information and the more time you give us, the better of a recommendation letter we will be able to write. It's really important this year that you stay connected with everything that is going on here at East Coweta. Read the Indian News that is updated weekly. Pay attention to the remind messages that are sent out. Listen to Chief Allen's automated calls. Students, check your Coweta Schools email every school day. And check the Counseling Department website for newly posted scholarships every 2 weeks in the fall and weekly in the spring. We know this is a lot of information. We have tried to make it concise, and we have tried to make it as easily accessible as possible. When you have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to your student's counselor by email or by phone number. We are looking forward to a fantastic 2019-2020 school year on the reservation.